You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
You have heard of me.
Always with the good vibes here to start the show. Snowman, just so you are aware, I did have to mute you because you weren't muted during the intro, so it was a rather strange thing. But anyway, despite Snowman's mutedness and possibly not readiness, don't worry, because it is Wow Wednesday. Greetings, travelers, Wiz Kids, and Wordplayers. It is Wednesday, which means it is Wow Wednesday once again. I am Wizard of Wordplay, the Wow of Wow Wednesday, and I am joined, as I am always, by the Gremlin King himself, Samurai Snowman.
It feels good to be back, baby. How you doing, my brother?
I've been good. You've been away. You've been wandering around,
Wandering these streets,
searching for enlightenment.
I've just been working and traveling, dude. Just like
Going
out.
to your Tibetan monks and learning your secret techniques to use in your fight against crime.
Yeah, I was picking blue flowers and such. What? It was crazy, bro. There's this dude. I gotta tell you, later they sell it to this terrorist guy. He turns it into like this fear toxin type shit, and it spreads around the city. It's crazy.
Yeah, and then yeah. But hey, I mean, that's what happens, when you're
out there picking blue flowers.
When you're going out there picking blue flowers and training how to sword fight with Liam Neeson, But no, we are once again back here Wednesday night. We have of course we got to say hello to the chat. Vivent is here saying sell it to Scarecrow.
Yep. Yep. That's what they kept calling this guy. It was so weird.
That's crazy that Vivent was able to guess that the guy was named Scarecrow too.
Is Vivent Ra's al Ghul?
Beefy Bites is here. Hello, Beefy.
Hail.
Baki also here. Hello, Baki.
Hail as usual.
Then of course Swan was here also, and Cynic here.
Hail, my dad.
No, it's not.
Dude, when we get like millions of like live viewers, I'm not gonna be able to do hail to all of them, right?
I mean, we are going to, maybe the whole show will just be us saying hello to the chat, but you know what? We're just gonna have to
18-hour show.
Hey, we're just gonna have to do that, and that's
a lot of super chats.
That'll be the thing. So, anyway, As Snowman, you are the only one here so far.
I'm the only one that matters.
Yeah, Jesker. Of course, with the holiday time, Jesker's busy. He's doing Thanksgiving, and Cynic is going to miss the talk, but of the movie, but that's okay. But
No.
Victor, the lore seeker, also here. Hello, Victor. But Snowman, besides your picking of blue flowers, and not killing someone, but not saving them either, how was your week?
Week was just kind of fucking more work and travel actually. And I'm actually gonna have to go back to that fucking site I was at. That made me miss the shows. I gotta go back there on Monday, but should only be for a couple of days. I might have to miss fucking next Wednesday's show too. But so yeah, week actually been kind of shitty so far, but at least I got the rest of the week off and the weekend off, so that's good.
Must be nice.
Hey, you gotta work tomorrow on Friday?
No. Thank God. Just Friday, but not tomorrow.
You freak.
No,
but anyway. I've been picking up Yoshimitsu and Tekken 8, and I've been learning. I've been becoming an actual wizard. I know you've seen the footage.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
And just making some AI tracks out here, man. They're doing everything but drawing, which I fucking should be doing. But
yeah, not easy. Yeah, I didn't get much chance to draw. Maybe I'll do so tomorrow, but should definitely get back to doing that. But I had a crazy ass week. I'll tell you.
Dude, tell.
I guess really like game wise, nothing crazy. Rivals, I did buy Dispatch. I bought Dispatch by accident. I haven't played it yet. I've been hearing it's good, so I'm excited to play it.
What's Dispatch?
Dispatch is a Telltale style game, and I believe it has like some like strategy elements to it, but it's basically the idea is that you are a guy who is in charge of all of the this team of like superheroes, and you are the dispatcher that sends them to the like locations.
Oh, that's cool.
At its heart, it's a Telltale style game where you get to like do dialogue choices and develop relationships with the characters, something like that. But it's like a long like a narrative. Event says, I hear it's very good. Superheroes with flaws. Yeah, like I had looked at it because I was like, oh, it's a superhero game. I gotta grab it. And so it was in my cart. And then I went to grab a free thing for Marvel Rivals from the PlayStation Store that they had. And then once I was like, oh, okay, boop, boop, I mashed through it. And it was like, okay, bought it. I'm like, damn it. But okay, I was going to buy a Dispatch anyway. But I haven't got a chance to play it yet. But no. And so while I was working, one of these days, I got an email that it was like, hey, Wizard, since you like the Sean Dager Sky Consort concert that you went to back in January, did you know that Sean Dager just himself is going to be doing a sea shanty concert tomorrow at that same location? And I was like, no, I did not know that. And so I was like, oh shit, like this is after work, but it's not too far after work that I can't go over there. And so I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna go do that. And so took the same drive as last time and got there at night and went into this hall, which is really just this small little it's pretty large, but it's like still a small venue because it's just like a dance hall thing. Like they'll do these like large cultural dances and stuff like that over there.
Mm-hmm.
And they and it was just this small little stage, and the room was small, but this time last time it was mostly old people that were there for the folk music. This time it was a couple of just like older guys, one older couple, and then it was three guys about my age. And so the one guy sits down and he's like, well, it's a small place, so let's all get to know each other, whatever. And he's like, he's like, hey, like, how are you? And I'm talking to him, and he's like, um, I was like, yeah, like, I was here back in January. And he goes, oh, I wasn't here for that. And I'm a big fan of, Sean Dager. And I'm like, from the games? And he's like, yep, from the games, And so for those that don't know, because I explained this story before, was that Sean Dager is one of the sea shanty guys from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And he has a YouTube channel as well where he has recorded himself singing shanties and kind of explaining what stuff means. And when I went there back in January, I got to shake his hand and I got to be like, hey, like, you're a big inspiration for me, and I love the sea shanties and I've listened to them all the time. And Assassin's Creed Black Flag, my favorite game, and I had him sign my Black Flag that I have from the game. And talking about the comic I was working on, and explained how it's like, hey, I'm working on this comic and it's inspired a lot by the sea shanties and stuff. And we had like a good, nice little conversation about that. And I was all starstruck and everything, and it was great. And then being able to talk to him again. So for starters, talking to these other guys that were all my age, that of course they know it from the games. And this other guy's like just like a guy who drove down from like Chicago. So that was about like 3 to 4 hours of a drive for him to see him. Not knowing he missed a chance because he was in Chicago like a couple days prior. But so he drove down to Chicago to see him, and then we was talking about how he was almost a shanty guy like me, like almost had that knowledge. But the moment so obviously Sean's performing his songs, right? But you're at a concert, the lyrics, what are you gonna do? You're gonna sing, or at least in my case, mouth the words out. So I get after the concert's over, I had the guys come up and talk to me, and they're like, "You knew every word to the songs he was saying," and I'm just like,
they're like, "What a loser!"
And I was just like, "Oh, geez, like I guess, like." And so people were talking to me about that. I'm like, yeah, like I'm into these sea shanties. He had some new ones that I hadn't heard before, and so I was like, you threw some surprises at me, but and he did remember me. It took him a little bit. At the time, I had a very large beard, as I do in my profile picture here. Very large beard. I don't have that beard anymore.
Very large and sexual.
Very, very sexual beard. Okay. But no, and so he had to and he sees a lot of people, and so, but he did eventually, as I talked to him, he remembered me a lot more and stuff. But we were able to talk about his shanties and stuff. Ruby King is here saying hi. Hello, Ruby. We were able to talk about a lot of his shanties, and especially with the Chicago guy. And he was talking about how he's like, yeah, like we recorded stuff back during AC3, and we didn't have a lot. Like, it's like we kind of just did that. We did that gig, and we didn't know that playing sea shanties was going to change my life. As you said, like, they gave him this whole path in life. And I'm like, well, yeah, did you know that there's a guy online that actually ripped every single audio file of all the shanties and all the tavern songs that never got released and put them all online? And so he's talking about one of these shanties, and I was able to pull up my phone, click on it, and play it for him. And there's a moment where he's hearing himself for the first time in like 15 years or however long it was, 2011. And it was just like, he's just like, well, wow, and so I'm like, hey, it's on here. They have literally every one. And I'm reminding him of songs that he sang. I'm like, yeah, there's Merrily Kiss, or there's Rosin the Bow is one he sang. There's instrumentals of Merrily Kiss the Quaker and all this different stuff. And he's just like slowly remembering it. It's like, oh wow, like that's crazy. So that was a fun moment. And told him about the comic again, went into more detail about that, and he still offers to look it over or promote it if it's good or anything like that. So I'm like, damn it, now it's got to be good, But
the best thing you can do is to harass him constantly about it.
I know, just like bing, bing, read this, right? But I did tell him that
like
one of the things
hitting him up.
One of the things that I want to do now is like write a shanty. So I have that kind of here. Dark Gift is here. Hello, Dark Gift, saying what's up, peeps?
What's up, broski?
So hello, DG. Yeah, so so I definitely have to do that. After I finish Shadow of Mordor, event says I'm going to go back through Black Flag and finally beat it. It's a good game because of the ship battles and the sea shanties. Yeah, really, Well, it's that, and then there's the story is great, one of the best AC stories. Gameplay solid, world's great. Like Black Flag is just amazing, and rumors abound. They're doing that remake. It's all but confirmed now, and I really, really they're gonna kill it. They're just gonna fuck it up. But anyway, so no, that was a really cool thing, and just kind of a surprise and just a nice little bookend onto the year, because it's really how the year started, was me going to that other concert and being in completely two different places when in each concert. And I literally have the picture. I did take a selfie with Sean Digger this time, so that was good. But I compared the picture that I took at the beginning of the year to the picture this year, and it's like you can literally see the joy in my face now, like just the overall, like, I just overall how better I've been, over the past year. And so, it is good to see that. But then also what I did, and sadly, Cynic and Jesker will not be here to talk about it, but I went to see Wicked and Wicked for Good in a back-to-back double feature at my local theater. And so I have now finally seen Wicked, and I understand all the hype. It lived up to the hype, and it was really a great time. I was talking to Cynic about it, and and talking about, like, not all the songs were great in my mind. It was, I missed. It's like, some of them kind of misses, but otherwise, it's a good time, and happy to have seen it. And it'll be interesting to see now what we do when we're at at the end of the year. I want us to go back through our top 5 of the year, and I had mine because I only saw 5 movies this year. And so now it's like, well, now what the fuck like, now I got to actually debate this, because I should only really do Wicked 2, because Wicked 1 is a last year thing. So, never saw the movie. I did see the play Since Dark Yet. I especially since the the second part's out, it's definitely worth watching. And I've heard conflicting things on whether or not the play should be the better one, but I don't know. But
so
I guess
yeah, that was a lot of words. I'm happy for you, or I'm sorry that happened to you, man.
Is it Cynic says, is it buffering? So you watch it on the screen, Snowman. Is it buffering?
I'm playing Tekken 8 right now.
Man. Buffering for Event 2. Not sure why it would be a buffer. Well, no. So I pulled up a bunch of tabs just now. Like, sorry, folks.
Oh, was looking up them feet.
Don't do that. No, I was just getting.
My YouTube just isn't working on my TV.
Getting the show ready, but that's probably what it was. I may have like roboted for a second, or we lost a second of connection. You're playing video games while live streaming. What a terrible co-host. Hey, Ben.
Well, did you not just hear this man bloviate for 17 minutes?
What
do you want me to do, Ben?
Ben, Snowman is not a co-host. Everyone is a guest.
I'm a co-owner.
Everyone's a guest.
I'm the co-host.
Darkest says, like, running another program, heavy processing running in the background. Well, nothing should be running, but fuck it, I'll close everything over here. There. It should be good now. But anyway, I'll close this news out, because we're not going to talk about the confirmed now Wicked sequels in development. So because none of the Wicked fans are here, so too bad. Missed the boat on that. Anyway, we will be talking about, however, starting the show, with the backstage photo of the X-Men actors from Avengers leaked from the set of Avengers Doomsday and
Not
all of
enough
their
snowmen.
costumes and everything.
That's all I have to say. Not enough snowmen or Ben Affleck as Unicorn Man. Well, I was probably busy as fuck again.
It was right after all the other ones. But anyway, so the thing with these, the thing with this picture is that this picture is AI. This picture is entirely AI, and for a time it was like, you could kind of believe it, but it was like, it was just like, it was really good. Like it was believable. And so now it's like, well, what the fuck do we do? And then we get into like this guy who had AI set videos, of Mystique filming scenes, for Doomsday. And these are also
that's such a weird
AI,
thing to make an AI.
And
in my opinion.
Yeah, like doing these leaks. And then we started getting like first official looks at like Andrew Garfield in Doomsday, and you were using these like white background. Are they roboting or is it my internet?
I want to get behind you, Swan. What? I didn't say that out loud, did I?
Are we still roboting or something?
I can't hear it. You sound fine to me.
Okay.
No,
anyway. I mean, this normally doesn't happen, but normally we stream perfectly fine. So I don't know. Maybe it's just opening all the tabs and it's still freaked it out. Might need to restart my PC. I'm not gonna do that. I would, if anything, just probably close the tab and come back. But I'll get confirmation. I have a video to play if we have to. Yeah, we also had, of course, this is what gave me the inspiration, was Ben Affleck in Avengers, Elektra, and Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider.
That would all be kind of cool, not gonna lie.
We had set photos of Doctor Doom and you're not running yours since someone's already was cutting in or out or clicking. Maybe I'll play a buffer thing.
Don't give in to the terrorists, Wizard. They're not teachers.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we gotta put on a good show. I mean, can't just settle with the.
Maybe it's the chat's fault.
And it could. I mean, it's possible. Chat could just be wrong. Let me close some tabs out. What else?
Yeah, Cynic makes a good point. There needs to be more likes. We don't have enough power.
Yeah, you need the power to feed the thing. So yeah, so then we're getting like, here's Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, which we talked about last week, is rumored to be in Doomsday. And set photo leaks. Andrew Garfield Spider-Man with Hugh Jackman Wolverine, set photo leaks. So it's basically like, and then here's like Doctor Strange back, so it's like we're at the point now where we just can't even trust it. We can't trust set leaks now because
that
Google
AI. I've been trying to tell Jessica, we can't just give it all the power. Yeah, it can be used as a tool, but look at this madness. Look what
I did this myself as Snowman, so I did it with like my own characters and stuff. But for one thing that I did was that I was like, hey, take this picture of him Wormsworth in it and make it look like a behind the scenes.
He looks just like me right there.
Avengers Doomsday. And so it's like this is what it came out with it. And it's just like, if this was the fucking Thor costume, like this is it right here. But But no, so it's like this is literally like you can see the watermark down here, right? But you can also use like Photoshop to remove this. So we're now like at the point where Google AI, as of this moment, will just do this. It'll just be like, yeah, here you go. You can upload pictures for reference and just say that, and it'll do it. And so now it's just like you can't trust nobody no more. You know, you can't trust no stat leaks. You can't trust nothing. So, yeah. So I was all excited before to be able to talk about the whole like the whole thing with Doomsday's leaks and everything,
That
and then
picture's
just
kind of old, ain't it?
talk about it.
The one with Ian McKellen and all them. The first one you showed.
It was a leak from the set of Doomsday, but it's AI generated.
Right, I could have swore I saw that like I don't know, like a month or so ago.
Yeah, I don't know. We got $10 from Moo Moo Buckaroo. It says, long time wizard, couldn't help but notice you on Tony's stream, possible reunion. Great job in Hail Hercules.
Great question. Wiz, go. You go.
First of all, we have
No.
I closed out the Google Chrome and opened it back up, but internet's fine, so I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if I have to restart the whole thing or not. This never has happened before.
You don't usually. You're not a girl like that. You don't usually do that. You're not that kind of girl. So I'm not.
I will say that there's terrible wind and snow right now in Wisconsin, so
I
can also see my
Wisconsin.
My little bubble thing cuts out sometimes too. So I don't know what's going on. I'll be honest with you.
Maybe it's me. Could it be me?
I don't know. I mean, like everything sounds fine for you, and if I had local recordings on, I suppose that it would just could always upload it later, and it would have been probably running perfectly fine. But I'm waiting for confirmation on how we are now after I closed and reopened.
Mumu said it was choppy.
Yeah, that was when I was playing the video. Um, um, anyway, if you can hear me, welcome, Moo Moo Buckaroo, for being here. Thank you. We'll wait. Like I said, we'll wait for hear anything.
See,
It's very strange. Like that hasn't been. I did nothing different. The only thing that's any different is that I didn't turn my sound gate thing on.
I knew it was the chat because they're not peeping up. And there's something's amiss, but they're not telling
And it was
us.
like maybe we disconnected from the whole stream. Everyone left.
Maybe they trapped us in a hive mind, dude.
I don't know. Maybe
they have that kind of power.
We spoke out against the AIs, and they were just like,
"Oh no,
maybe doing that."
I'm sorry, dude, but I had to.
I gotta be careful on what I open next. Then I don't want to be shutting down my whole damn stream here. Like I tested my internet speed. That's my internet speed. It should be perfectly fine.
Dad, speak. We need you.
I know, right? I would restart this one. I mean, I suppose. Do we want to end the stream and open up a new one too?
Sure, call, brother.
I don't know, like a completely brand.
I don't know, but I'm scared.
This is strange, all right. Even having just not just being in the stream, like, you know, last week we had like a sucky stream. No one was over here, and we had to. I wasted good topics. And then this one,
Jessica is gonna be there at least.
This one, we're just over here talking, and apparently the stream's connection is all unstable.
Well, just that it can never ever be my fault. So even if you have me on film,
closed out of like everything too. Like there's nothing that's like running that should be fucking anything up. So because then
the terrorist chat wins
with audio,
if you end the stream.
The audio's still not great. Okay, so I'm going to.
We can't let the terrorists win, Wiz.
Well, I don't know how to fix it because it's like I should then. I should. If I close out of Chrome, which is what I did, restart, it will. I just can't end the stream because StreamYard will then be like, okay, and then I won't be able to do it again. I won't be able to go live again, you know. And so. No, well, that's all. That's like that. We don't know how to fix.
Man, no, you're embarrassing me in front of Katie, dude.
Just refresh. I did that already. I shut down the whole browser and opened it back up and didn't fix it. So. I can try. I'll just.
All right, let's do it. Look at that. Look at that cool ass Goosebumps tank, huh? You know, possibly, maybe it is me.
So, like, here I am.
Yeah, maybe. Huh?
Restart your computer, says Katie. Like, yeah, I could. It would just be that I'd have to be gone for longer. I suppose I can be. I just want to know if it's hopefully better now. Still bad. Still bad when Wizards gone. Okay,
all right,
so
let me leave.
All right, you leave now. Yeah, get out of here. So I don't know. How's it now? Could be StreamYard's being stupid too. Samurai Kid. Katie, I don't trust Snowman with the live mic. Be careful. Gotta be careful with that. I should have kept. You should have stayed gone longer so you could have a better reference. But
I can leave again.
That's fine. No, I mean I can put you in the back too. If suppose. Still doing it. All right, fine. Fuck it. I want to restart. Okay, did that fix anything? Because if not, I'm going to move over to Mozilla Firefox and see if that fixes it. Music seems smooth. Well, I was away, so that okay. Is that a yes that it's still doing it, or yes that it's good? Give me a good or bad. Sounds better so far. Give me like say good or bad. Good or bad. I will continue talking. Yes, it's good. Okay, now I'm going to bring Snowman on and immediately kill it.
So you were the terrorist this whole
I was
time.
the terrorist. That's weird. I have never had that happen. Or if I have, no one's ever said anything. But, so
We're back, baby.
That was very strange. So okay. Luckily, that topic was kind of a wash topic anyway. Sucks that probably no one heard my story, but that's okay. Wasn't important. Yes, I did restart the PC, which is I've never had to do that before. Never have had to, like every time I've streamed StreamYard, like none of it. Never had to do that. Maybe I was fine and it only went choppy when I opened up all those tabs to like start the show. And then we went to shit because that's when people started saying we went to shit. So
Nah, man, you're doing good.
I'm just saying. I just hope that the story was included.
That was a good terrorist act.
So
That'll be like a 3-issue arc.
Sorry, Moo Moo, for you gave money and it was like for the shitty first half of the show. But I'm going to be better with the tabs that I'm going to open now. Not going to open all of them at once. This will be. Well, actually, no. Let's save these ones for now. Let's do, because you're here, Snowman. Let's do some Batman.
We're going to talk about.
Batman.
Yeah, that's second best.
What would you want to talk about?
Oh, come on, man. What do you think?
Sometimes some shit running in the background, maybe Windows downloading an update. Yeah, there shouldn't have been of anything. That was weird. But I think it was just I had opened up too many tabs and shit and it killed it. So who knows? But we have here, we've been meaning to talk about this. We've talked about it a little bit, but there is wrong thing. There was this had come out, but Absolute Joker just we had some new looks at it here.
Oh my god.
And
that one on the right looks fan-fucking-tastic. They both are cool, but
Absolute Batman still have you? You still invested?
Dude, there's a bunch of titles I'm invested in. Definitely Absolute fucking Batman. I haven't even gotten to Bane or Mr. Freeze yet. It's just like with all this work and traveling and shit, I really haven't had time to do much of anything.
Yeah, I still need to get into that, and I see now that the absolute Batman or the absolute Trinity are going to be in DCKO. They're going to
Yep,
cross over with the main universe now,
I think it's already happening.
or something. Yeah. Um,
Dude,
it
yeah, I'm
looks
into
like
Absolute Batman like
Animal
fucking
Man villains
crazy.
is beefy. Sandman
Um,
says the right is Brian Boland. Um, that's the artist Brian Boland.
oh,
Boland.
is it?
Um,
Damn.
also, hello Sandman. Um, yeah.
That
So
is crazy looking.
yeah, I know that some people were also like, what is this? Like, how is this Joker? Mortal Kombat is going to cross over DCKO. We went over that a few
Yep,
weeks ago. They got
yep.
what
Definitely
was it?
saw Sub-Zero at least, I think.
Sub-Zero, Homelander, Vampirella, wasn't it like Laura Croft or something?
Oh, Vampirella. That's kind of cool.
We went over that a while back. But yeah, so this basically people are almost like this Joker's too much. Like it's
That's the
too
point
much
of the
Joker.
Absolute. It's supposed to be like a manga Batman.
I mean, I suppose. But I mean, it is basically it's like at what point is it not Joker? But we also kind of got to see like if he's like a creepy laughing motherfucker, then it's like, yeah, okay, like that could be cool. Like if he's like a creepy Pennywise
He
monster.
could be like Pan from Pan's Labyrinth. He could just be look horrifying, but he could still be like manipulative, like trickster type, and like jokey, sinister fucker.
Yeah. Like um can we get Wizard up to 30 views, Cynic? That doubtful, but
Yeah,
Red Sony, yeah, she's there too. She's there as well. There was
but
a manga Batman not terribly long ago, Batman Justice Buster. It was a 4-volume manga.
there's the
People
anime
were
too,
asking
or
if
the.
Radiant Black was going to cross over.
But this is definitely 8 billion% the Joker. I mean, because Joker, he's supposed to be creepy, and that face is creepy as fuck looking, and like doesn't make sense almost.
Yeah. Well, it was that very first picture that we saw where he was just kind of like knelt down and he just had his big mouth. It was like, well, what's Joker about him, right? But then now, like this one, that's you can definitely tell it's a smile. Like this is like a very twisted, sadistic smile. You can
Yeah,
obviously see,
dude. And that one
you know.
reminds me of when Joker tore his own face off and then had to go get it back from the police department in Scott Snyder's run. And he wore his own face that he tore off.
Yeah, that one. I think that's Jack on the other one.
Nuh-uh. I don't really like that other one actually. The design of like the swirls going around his eyes, which is kind of like Venom-esque, is really fucking
Mhm.
cool looking, but
I
other than
like
that, I
how
don't know.
realistic it is. Like the flesh, you can see the
Maybe it's the
fleshy
coloring is
texture.
kind of lame.
Um, but yeah, so absolute Joker. Be interesting to see what they do with it. And I did see too a possible theory on Absolute Harley was that people are thinking that Absolute Harley is going to become Absolute Robin,
Oh God.
but it was because it's like she's the leader. She's like a street urchin leader of this gang and all this stuff, and that'll be their Absolute Robin. But who knows? Not a fan of Absolute Batman, says Moo Moo.
It's all good, I get it, but I just love how out there fucking wild it is. It's like Batman just fighting on these cosmic horrors almost.
Yeah, and it's really just because it's Darkseid just punishing the fuck out of Batman for
Yeah,
cheating
that's a
this one
really
time.
cool. That's a really well. It's not just Batman too. It's basically the whole universe.
No, but everyone else gets all kind of fine. Like Batman has to go up against these fucking monsters.
True, but isn't Wonder Woman? She's stuck in like a never-ending labyrinth in hell right now, isn't she? Isn't that kind of her story right now?
No, well, I don't know specifically what her thing's going on, but she's definitely in a better place. Moo prefers cheesy Batman. Um, I got the first volume of issues of the Trinity characters of Superman, Batman. I don't hear much out of Absolute Superman.
I always
These
hear
days.
mixed things about it. I hear Absolute Martian Manhunter is really good, but I just can't really get past the art.
Hmm. Yeah, I do like the idea of absolute justice. What they did with that. Um, that was like the idea of like absolute justice. The Justice League is a team of it's all the villains. Like that's an interesting thing. And
It's like the Legion of Doom, ain't it?
yeah, it's Legion of Doom, but it's like to them that's the Justice League.
Oh, like the people of the world.
Yeah, like it's like that's like they're the Justice League. So yeah, it's just an interesting thing. And they're in they're in the Hall of Justice, you know. It's not the Joker, it's stupid.
That's, I mean,
Beefy
that's the
says
point.
Superman and Wonder Woman are better than Batman. I do hear good stuff about Absolute Wonder Woman, especially that one of her villains is Absolute Zatanna, and then there's also now I've seen Absolute Giganta.
Oh, Absolute Zatanna as a Wonder Woman villain? That's really cool.
Yeah, so like basically Absolute Zatanna is like owned by like the government or something or whatever it is, or the villains or whatever it is, but they're sending her in as to like we got to take down this Absolute Wonder Woman.
Oh, if Wonder Woman can't get her hands on her, she fucking wreck Wonder Woman.
So yeah, they're introducing Zatanna in the next arc. I feel like Captain Atom was the best DC hero. If you're talking like original or like Captain Atom with the silver and all that stuff, like he was cool in the cartoon, in the Justice League cartoon.
Yeah, I thought his design was really cool. And him and Superman having a little like rivalry is
Hello,
really cool.
90s Router. 90 Routers ask, how drunk is Snowman? Snowman, did you take that breathalyzer test that I make you take now before every stream?
Well, I'm on stream, aren't I?
All right, so there you go.
No, I'm sober as a bird, man.
He's over his
I'm
weakness.
about to get back in crazy shape.
Blue Devil Moo Moo Bucker with the Blue Devil drop. You don't see a whole lot of Blue Devil, but
I haven't never even heard of Blue Devil.
Yeah, Blue Devil. I don't much know about him, but it's like I know he's in Justice League Unlimited in the background and stuff, and I think he's getting more play now, in things. But he's literally picture a Blue Devil, and that is what Blue Devil is. Like, he is literally a Blue Devil. He's like a guy that turns into a devil or something. What about the Creeper? Creeper's also good. You don't see much of Creeper
Another
as well.
very cool design. I love this design.
80s Beetle, Atom, Booster, and Devil could be fun. Really just going with the.
You're talking about like making absolute characters?
I think he was just talking about like a team. Maybe absolute. Well, because it was Ted. Yeah, Ted Cord was 80s Blue Beetle. So yeah, so Ted Cord, Atom, Booster Gold, and Blue Devil. Anyway, this is a story that I came across that's pretty funny. It is Batman related, but scientists have found some people are twice as likely, Scientists have found people are twice as likely to give up their seat and behave better when someone dressed as Batman is present. The results are being called the Batman effect. So the idea is that our minds, we perceive Batman as on the level of like a police officer, that you're going to behave better if Batman is there.
Man, I whoop Batman's ass, bro.
You ain't whooping Batman's ass.
Let me fight a random civilian as Batman. Man. Look at look at me, man.
You're asking a different thing now. Like, you ain't beating Batman's ass.
Well, that's neither here nor there.
I'm pretty sure it's somewhere though. I mean,
no, it's not in mainline DC. I don't think it's an absolute universe either. So,
But
we don't know.
absolute snowman is getting his ass kicked by absolute Batman.
Oh, dude, Absolute Snowman would be a Batman villain, or I don't know, he'd be a Swamp Thing villain.
Well, there's got to be an absolute Swamp Thing first. Maybe
Oh,
you're absolute
man.
Swamp Thing. Absolute
Yeah.
Snowman is absolute Swamp Thing.
Yeah, Absolute Swamp Thing is Samurai Snowman. Yeah,
That
dude.
just makes most sense.
I mean, Samurai Snowman is like a Swamp Thing type creature. Been in.
Here we got Blue Devil talk, and Blue Devil's getting more play in the Wow Wednesday chat tonight than he ever has in anything substantial. Ever.
Yeah, wipe off your chins when you're done, huh? Got him.
But yeah, so the idea of the Batman effect is really funny, and how it's just basically just like, yeah, you know, we behave better with Batman around, and we don't want to piss off Batman. And like I said, there's a way to like analyze it like psychologically, as if it's the like, wow, you see him as almost a police officer, or Batman's so ingrained in your head that you're just like, you know, I wonder if you could do this for like anybody else, right? If you could do it for like Santa, like if Santa Claus is in the room, right? You're gonna act better. What if it's other superhero related people? What if it's Superman? What if it's Spider-Man? You know?
I mean, what if it's Joker? Then everyone just starts lighting shit on fire.
You know, like, are you gonna do better with Joker in the room? Probably not. You know, and so interesting. It's an interesting little thing, and that people have once studied this. Like, hey, like if you know scientific method, you have to have the hypothesis. So you're just like, hey, what if we got a guy dressed up as Batman and we put him in a room and we just saw people behaved better? You know, like what would happen with that? So,
I mean, it's also they could just look at him as a presence of, like, if there's some other person in there who's not part of the test group, just standing there, you're definitely going to act differently.
Well, I don't know how they tested it. If they were just like, if it's a room with 3 people,
it's all bullshit. I need the report on my desk by tomorrow.
Yeah, if it's like 3 people and there was like one guy dressed up as Batman, and then if the same guy would not dress up as Batman, and then it's like, do you behave better? Like that, they would have to just be like, it'd probably just be a room full of people, like a bunch of people, and then they just were like, all right, now bring in the Batman, and then it's like, and then everyone's like, oh, Batman's here, I'm gonna act, you know, like, it's interesting thing. But I mean, clearly they came to that conclusion. So man, this one's been sitting here for a while, and while you're waiting for you to come back, but
appreciate it, man.
Have you heard that there's going to be a live action V for Vendetta TV series?
Honestly, I was never really actually a huge fan of that movie.
Well,
no, I haven't heard.
I assume it'll be based off of the Alan Moore book.
Well, right, but I guess I'm not really. I haven't read that book, so I guess I can't say if I'm. I love Alan Moore though.
It would have been funnier for you to say they did, because James Gunn will executive produce the series.
Oh, okay. Well, definitely don't need it. Thanks. So it's just gonna be horribly written with shitty dick jokes. Okay.
Have you yet to watch?
Don't need it.
Okay.
No, I haven't watched Superman yet.
So I'm saying that
I'll get around to it eventually.
Well, I mean, there's nothing stopping you. I mean, it's out there.
Well, other than all of the other things I could do with my free time, the amounts of it.
There you go. Moo likes your chances against Batman.
Hell yeah.
We have our poll let me get the poll open.
Yeah.
Our poll open.
And this isn't even my final form.
Could not even think of a poll for tonight, but we found it. We stumbled into it.
Moo, there you go. You're the man.
Let's
get Fetty for Moo. Let's get Fetty for Moo in the chat.
Could Snowman beat Batman in a fight?
Hey, as long as I got one supporter in that.
No. Yeah, I guess it's really just yes or no.
Yes
Like,
or no,
that's
yeah.
really what yes or no. So there you go. So vote on the poll. We'll read it. We'll
It
go
could
over
be a
it.
draw. We could fight to a standstill like Captain America and Batman did.
Yeah, but you ain't. That's the we're definitively gonna answer it
I mean,
right now.
not many people would be able to fight Batman to a draw.
Juan is correct. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new here. You will be able to debate whether or not Snowman could be Batman. Really, every day of the week we could discuss this, but
I'm a
well, let's
very,
go.
very self-trained, not even good novice amateur boxer, so I'm whooping his ass easily. With that resume that I have, it's easy, bro. I'm a
Let's
black belt in
see.
Taekwondo, and I've taken judo. So, I mean, my chances aren't as low as you think, Wiz.
I don't know. I mean, I pretty, but like Batman is also master of literally everything.
I mean, he's got also really the best costume and battle tactics in comics, and he has hella
Did you?
gadgets, and would probably break me in half with one kick. But I could take him.
Yeah, but I don't think but Batman will beat you though. Like,
I mean, I've played my cards close to the chest. And you know I know magic now, dude.
yeah, but Batman trained with Zatanna's dad.
Yeah, but he
Brother.
doesn't know magic.
Zatanna's dad doesn't know magic.
He forgot it all, dude. He's just an escape artist. I know actual magic. You saw it.
I'm just saying, it's like I mean, we'll do the poll, but I just don't think that I just don't think that you're able to beat Batman in a fight. I mean, that's
Fair.
just not insults, it's fact of life,
I mean, it's a fair opinion, dude.
And
And as long as I got one supporter on my side, I can do anything. Thank you, Moo Moo Buckaroo. Vote for me.
A vote for Snowman in the poll. Do not vote. Who do you support more, truly? Have you seen Snowman's arms, Ask? I mean, have you seen Batman? I mean, like, it's Batman. Come on. He beat Superman. He's beating everybody.
Yeah, but he hasn't beaten Snowman.
But it also is important to note, this fight does not include prep time for either competitor.
Oh, okay. See, that's my thing. I'm a chaotic fighter, so it works more to my favor.
Are you more chaotic than the Joker?
Has the Batman ever even beaten the Joker though? Joker's got way
Yes.
more wins on the Batman though.
No, he has.
Just because he caught Joker, it doesn't matter. He gets out.
That's
and
a
just kills
win.
more.
That's a
No,
victory.
no. He
Joker
just kills
doesn't
more.
get Joker's wins don't count until he gets Batman to kill or break his rule or something. Otherwise, he hasn't won anything.
Well, no, it's definitely affected Batman. He has affected Batman way more than Batman has affected the Joker. Got him. Checkmate.
I
Vote
don't
for
know,
me.
but
Joker doesn't care about. I mean, he might be ticked off, but he knows he'll either escape or just get out again. Anyways, he's just hatching up another scheme if he gets caught. Batman's all like emotionally traumatized after Jason Todd got killed and he fucking shot Gordon in the back and all that.
Don't forget, as you vote in the chat, that there's also the Ask Us Anything at the top of the chat as well. Click and ask us a question about anything. It could be about comics, movies, games, whatever. And even if it's random hypotheticals, that we can get into a thing for. But anyway, so I guess we can now move on to the gaming news of the night. We can maybe swing back to the other stuff later. But Ubisoft has reportedly been bought. There's no official announcements yet. And we've talked about Ubisoft many times on here and just the overall state of them. And we had one video reach 1,000 views, but just the rumor that they were going to be bought, their IP sold off. And then that was like, I think a year ago, almost. And now we are where there's a lot going on with this, that there was, they haven't posted their earnings. They didn't do their like shareholder calls or anything like that. So that's like comes right before the sale. And so we have that, going on. So the fear with this comes from the fact that it's highly likely that the Saudis have bought Ubisoft, that Saudi Arabia, who just got off of a business deal with them to make the DLC for Assassin's Creed Mirage, decided to buy the Ubisoft.
Maybe Saudi Arabia is the only one that can
are you
down
now?
Disney.
Is Swan going to, how I say, Saudi?
I say Saudi.
But yeah, it is Saudi, but it doesn't matter.
You can throw a little spice on it if you're feeling spicy.
Well, Swan, she's misaccurate all the time, and she's got to be the one saying.
No, that's what that was.
Saudi. So there you go.
Is Saudi Arabia the only one that can take down Disney? Is that the question?
Oh, there's no way.
I don't think they're buying up boxers left and right these days.
See, Swan, if I was a hack, I would say you were wrong all the time, and then try to get you to send money. But anyway, but yeah. So basically, Ubisoft's been bought. They possibly by the Saudis, but who knows? I don't want the Saudis to own Ubisoft. It's just not. It's not what we need. It's not what's
they could really good. Bring Prince of Persia back to whatever the end of that saying would be.
I don't know if all the people who should own Warner. Oh, we're talking about Ubisoft, but thanks, Baki, because the Warner Brothers sale is also up in the air. I think it should just be Universal Comcast. So that was something that I talked when I got what. So when I went to see Wicked, I thought going into that Wicked was a Warner Brothers movie the whole time, and I found out it was a Universal movie. And they're just dancing around the whole like, ooh, we're getting real close to the MGM stuff. You can't sue us, Warner Brothers. But that's what made me think that Universal was like, oh, Universal's buying Warner Brothers easy because they want to own Wizard of Oz. They're going to do these Wicked spin-offs and shit, and they're going to own Wizard of Oz. They're going to buy Warner Brothers to own Wizard of Oz, and they can do whatever they want with it. And they can have the definitive version of Wizard of Oz. So,
damn, they can make some cool theme parks at Universal with Batman and shit. Have all the DC characters.
Oh, yeah, like literally do what fucking Disney does with Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so with the, of course, buying of Ubisoft, we also have the rumbling news that we're, like I said, we're all but having it confirmed, is that the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake is in development. Jamie's here, says, who the hell said yes? I assume she means on the poll. That there is.
Shut up, bitch. How about that, Jamie? Get out of my chat. Terrorist.
Currently tied 50-50 right now. We need more people to vote on whether or not Batman could beat the Snowman in a fight.
We're tied, we said?
Yeah, we're tied.
Told you, bro. All I need is the power of the people.
We need another person to decide this. But
the terrorists love me, dude.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake is now officially listed on an employee's LinkedIn profile from Ubisoft Singapore. 100% confirmation now, especially since the last LinkedIn profile was named Codename Obsidian. So we knew this was coming because the idea is that Assassin's Creed Black Flag can use assets from Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones, of course, made by Ubisoft Singapore. And the reason for this game being made was that the Singaporean government was like, hey, we'll give you a bunch of money to set up shop over here. And to set up shop over here, if you make us a really cool game that we can all tout being made by us and be all cool and everyone loves it, right? And they're like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. And so what Ubisoft did instead was they set up their office, but then they also were like, well, we got to send our guys over there to make sure everything's going good. And so we they send their guys over there, and the game comes out like shit. So then it's like, well, what the fuck you guys do with all that money and time that we gave you? Did you just send all your people on a vacation? They're like, no, we didn't do that. Here we're actually working on Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake because Black Flag is, of course, one of our greatest performing games and everyone loves it. So we're going to give you this now, Singapore government. Don't audit us for fraud. And so now we're getting Black Flag remake, which I've talked to, of course, to death about the fact this is not needed at all. And everything that we just went over the news about this a few weeks ago, rumors about like what's inside of it, it's awful. And I really, really don't want to play it, but I know I have to. But so we got basic confirmation on that. And now we also have Ubisoft Bordeaux, who did work on Assassin's Creed Mirage. And they have now listed a thing for a codename Stardust, which is rumored to be the Assassin's Creed 1 remake and released in 2027 for the 20th anniversary. So that is definitely the one that I'm most looking forward to because Assassin's Creed 1 is the game that needs the remake 100%. I played it for the first time a little bit ago, like I think it was last year, whatever it was, but I was happy to do it. It's like, we did it, but it definitely was the roughest. It was the roughest. So I really hope that it's because Ubisoft Bordeaux is actually pretty decent. Like Mirage was good, and it was a good like love letter to the old AC1 especially. And they especially just had that DLC paid by the Saudis that gave them like it gave a lot of stuff into the game that wasn't there before, like better parkour, and it let them kind of do some bug fixes and stuff. And so, that was it was a good investment. So I hope that AC1 remake isn't some cheap, lazy cash grab bullshit, and instead it's a proper fucking remake.
Who's doing the remake? Ubisoft.
It's Ubisoft Bordeaux. Yeah, they just did Assassin's Creed Mirage, which was good. It was a good game, but it's definitely being kept in house. Obviously, they're not throwing it out to somebody else.
That's where I keep my wife.
In house.
Yeah, in house. She never leaves.
I'd hope so. She should be in your house.
No, but she's like a slave. I'm insinuating.
I don't.
Anyway,
I don't follow.
She just anyway, Wiz. Okay, just continue.
Again, I'm like.
Okay, the further I have to explain the joke, the funnier it gets, right? So let me keep explaining it.
But there was a joke there. I must have missed. Anyway,
because you're not as experienced as I am, Wizard.
Ubisoft is also announced a Far Cry show and a Far Cry anthology series coming to Hulu with a whole new setting, new cast, and exact level of chaos your therapist told you to avoid. So Far Cry is getting a show now on FX. I almost said FFS. What the fuck is that? If you keep pronouncing like that, I'm never speaking to you guys. I've literally said Saudi. Like I'm saying Saudi now.
FFS is an enemy podcast. He's part of the terrorists, and we can't let them win.
He DDoS'd my stream earlier.
Yep.
And slowed down everything.
I can't prove it yet.
But it'll happen. Some consider him a terrorist. He considers himself a t-shirt.
See, now you're loving it.
I love it because I love that bit because of how stupid. I love that joke because of how stupid it is. But
because it kind of rhymes, kind of sounds the same.
It fits because of t-shirt and teacher and t-shirt.
Yeah, and sweatshirt and a sweater vest and terrorist. Or a sweater vest. I'm a t-shirt.
Cynic says terrorize D's. anyway, so Far Cry, I did it. I played Far Cry 5 a lot. I did enjoy it, and they did do some like live action stuff with that, and Far Cry 6. So hopefully they keep kind of that spirit and energy. But you almost gotta do Far Cry 3. If you're doing a Far Cry show, you have to retell Far Cry 3 because that's like the Far Cry game, I feel. But if they try to just start from scratch by being like, well, this is a kind of similar IP thing, maybe sorta, then it's like, well, what the fuck are we doing? That's
we got a 60-40 split on the pole, dude.
That's
I can whoop Batman's ass.
Nope, now we're down 55-45, but it's still in your favor.
Yeah. It'll be a close fight. I mean, I can't take nothing away from the kid.
Imprint Comics says, hail. Of course.
My peoples.
The peoples.
My company that I run.
All you. Anyway, so yeah, so then we also have Ubisoft is moving with a Assassin's Creed show. They want to do that forever as well. Of course, Assassin's Creed movie happened, but there's this Assassin's Creed Netflix. Toby Wallace to star in Netflix live action series based on the video game. Good luck. A TV show is the best way to do Assassin's Creed that way, but I still don't. I don't know. Like, Assassin's Creed has a lot you gotta put into it to make that shit work. So
I mean, the setting alone you gotta make look really good, I would say. For like all these exotic locales you're in, you gotta make that shit really convincing.
Yeah, you basically gotta hire a whatchamacallit, a history director, like a guy who's gonna do like historical pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like you gotta get a guy like that in there. And he's then you gotta get a good script. You gotta have a good script, and you gotta have a good setting and premise that's not going to be done with the video game. Like the movie did the Spanish Inquisition, and that was okay, but you just gotta pick something promising. And there's still plenty of untapped ones. People I know want Vietnam War. Civil War was a game they canceled. Like that could be interesting.
Whoa, Assassin's Creed in the Vietnam War? That would be.
There's a comic I think based off of that, but yeah, like any time period in history, just pick it and put assassins. Make a really good historical story and put assassins in it. So
that'd be a cool Predator crossover.
Beefy says, never played an Assassin's Creed game. Never appealed to me. Yeah, they're not. I guess, well, Beefy, you're more of an old head, so maybe like the Chronicles games. Those are side scrollers. Maybe those would be more up your speed. They're cheap too. I think they're also free if you have PlayStation Plus. But
don't let that terrorist call you an old man, Beefy.
I didn't say an old man.
I agree with you.
I said an old head, an unk, if you would. But anyway, so Ubisoft also has a thing here. They're talking about, we are unveiling Teammates, an AI-driven research project exploring how new tech can deepen the player experience. More than just talk, this brand new experiment adds depth to gameplay by going beyond AI chatbots and turning NPCs into real teammates. Find out more. So Ubisoft is working with AI, as everyone is, to basically make these NPCs that you'll be able to hopefully talk to and maybe command and all this in like a shooter format. That's cool, Ubisoft. You should not be the ones to do that because Ubisoft cuts corners. They make mistakes. They do bullshit. It's like, no one wants that. No one wants that from you, Ubisoft. But it does beg the question. It brings the question of like, what is the future of AI NPCs? Like, what's the future of AI NPCs with stuff like that? Like we saw it with Fortnite earlier. We talked about this a few months ago with the Darth Vader AI thing that they added, where you could literally talk to him and he would respond and he would talk about skibidi toilets and all this stuff. And It was really funny, and people were memeing on it. And now, what's the future of that for gaming? And because it's scary, but be able to play a video game where you can talk to your companions like they're real people, it's really fucking cool.
I think it's just better, uh, than the fucking dumbass uh AI companions you've had before. Like in every other game where they suck most of the times, like Fallout and fucking. Anytime you have a companion, they suck. I'd rather have someone that's like an actual teammate.
Yeah. Yeah, like if it works, like if we can get something like that in like Elder Scrolls, I'm okay with it. Assassin's Creed, obviously you wouldn't need it. And that's the thing, is like Ubisoft saying like, oh yeah, we're working on this thing. Well, Ubisoft, you only make Assassin's Creed games. So what is it that you're doing? Like it's like you don't make any other style of games. You only make Assassin's Creed now. So
Maybe they have to. Maybe they're feeling like they got to do something big.
I suppose. I mean, it would make sense to make something like this and then like sell it, like license it. That would at least make sense to their their business.
Yeah, like an engine or like a program or something.
Yeah, something that someone else can easily use. So more in the gaming news, we have the Game of the Year game for the Game Awards has been announced. We're not going to go over everything, but Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is up, and this made a bunch of waves. Death Stranding 2 is up, but I feel like this didn't make any waves, ironically. Donkey Kong Bonanza's here, and it's fine, but I don't think it deserves to be. Hades 2, I feel like it was mainly just more 80s, which is good, but it's very specific. Silk Song, of course, people loved, but they also said that it was difficult compared to Hollow Knight. Makes sense because it's a sequel, but deserves to be mentioned. It just starts harder. It starts off where Hollow Knight left off. Like it's one of those type of sequels, like gameplay wise. It's like boom, like this is the thing. Baki says, I think a lot of people are hating on the Mortal Kombat Legacy collection too much. Well, Baki, it doesn't work. From what I read, it doesn't work. You can't do couch co-op. You can only do online co-op, but there's no server rooms, so you have to find the person randomly. Like that's not good.
They fucked that up.
Yeah, like that's just weird. And then Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is also on here, which really I feel like this is Claire Obscure's thing to win, because no one talked about these other games besides Silk Song. And Kingdom Come 2 people like, but that was like beginning of the year. No local co-op. That's Atari for you. Yeah, I'd have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure there was no local co-op in Oh yeah, there's and Little Nightmares 3 also came out. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've been meaning to get it. And there's another one that looks exactly like Little Nightmares.
So
I don't know if it's out yet or.
So the one that looks exactly like Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection does not have local co-op. The initial online functionality is very basic. You can have quick match, and that's it. But the what was it? The Little Nightmares 3 is not made by the same developers that made Little Nightmares 1 and 2. Those guys went and made that game that you were. They went and made that game you were just talking about. That looks like Little Nightmares. That's made by the developers. They left the title, and so the IP owners got Supermassive Games, who made Until Dawn and all of those games, to do it. And so Little Nightmares 3, people said, is a massive downgrade because of that.
Yeah, the other one, I keep forgetting the name of it. Looks way better.
Yeah. Like, it's actually a Little Nightmares like, whereas this third one is just like it. I watched a playthrough of it. It feels like it's trying to be 2. Like, it's trying to be Little Nightmares 2 again.
Right. It's just repetitive and formulaic. Fuck kind of 2 was a little forgettable.
Juan asked, is a Atari fan supposed to be a Atari fan? And where is he anyway? He quit coming around here. A Atari fan was here last week. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so game of the year I feel like is gonna go to Claire Obscur. But what did not get anything at the Game Awards, which is sad, but it as always comes with Golden Joystick, is Liza P, which won the Golden Joystick for Best Game Expansion for its Liza P Overture.
There you go.
And so good for Liza P. And really am excited, especially after seeing Wicked. Really am excited for that sequel.
That'll be cool to see Absolute Wizard of Oz.
It's literally what literally what Liza P is. It is absolute Pinocchio. So
it's a great game. I just haven't gotten back to it yet.
Yeah. We are basically getting Absolute Wizard of Oz, yeah. But we also have, of course, Absolute Arthurian Legend with we are going back to Tides of Annihilation. We were just talking about this a couple weeks ago. We were like, whatever happened to this game that we watched? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's out there. And we just got new gameplay for it as well. Where it's obviously we use some of the Arthurian legend for it. So we will be watching this as well, seeing what they're showing off with this. Because if you remember Snowman, I think you were here for it. I know Jesker and Cynic were.
I'm sorry. What game is this?
Tides of Annihilation. It's the game that was like the Devil May Cry-esque Bayonetta-like game where you're playing as Guinevere, I believe, from Arthur legend, King Arthur stories. But it's also like it's kind of like a Liza P in that way, where it's just using the story, not adapting it.
Right.
So,
see it.
And it has almost like a Souls.
Accept your defeat.
Like that's a parry.
This shit looks like Ninja Gaiden too.
Well, because it's a character action game. It's supposed to be like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta. You can like you have your like knight summons. You have like the other knights as your summons.
Take the spear.
She's human again.
Now this is something I would like, since Baki.
It seems you do have the capacity to surprise them.
Damn, that bitch sounds crazy. Her voice.
Yeah.
But not enough.
See, this is like, oh wow, that's crazy looking.
I was just gonna say that the atmosphere in the backgrounds look great. And then that happens.
The change like that, like the burst changing the background is insane.
Even with your new ally, we end this here.
If this was hell, I mean, would this be cool or would this be like absolutely horrifying? At least you're not like, at least you have some kind of capacity of free movement.
Yeah.
As one.
You gain a new summon. That's crazy.
That was ham.
Then you get the parry attached with the guy. So it seems to be like you stance switch like Bayonetta or like DMC, but your stances are the different knights. And then you can do either different stuff or your stuff is enhanced with them. Like we've seen the parry before didn't have this knight with it. Now it did. And, the parry had the knight block it and have a counter attack and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy. Like, I could definitely see there being some depth in here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, this looks fun. The world looks cool.
Yeah. It's like, it reminds me a lot of Elden Ring in the way that it looks.
Go to hell!
Like, it looks Souls-like, but then also character action. Like there's a couple, like there you saw a stance break there and a riposte. That's what that was. The stance break, and it had the cocoon, and then the girl fell over, and then it went over, did the riposte.
It also reminds me. I mean, it reminds me a little bit of like, yeah, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, I love
It's
it.
a little bit of Dragon's Dogma and maybe some Sekiro in there.
So what the villain does when they do that is they're like blocking off the knight, I think. Oh no, it's attacking through the puddle. That's what's so it duplicates, because you're locked on here to this ferryman here, and you have to then battle the shade right here. Move the lock on. You knocked it.
Whoa.
Yeah, so the lock on is in the floor. The guy down here. And you got to dodge from below. That's crazy. And you summon the guy to the floor. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Like, that is nuts.
Yeah, these fights are fucking wild.
And so then we see all the stance, the summoning, the stance switching. Oh, the crossing in between.
They're going over the top with like the cinematic fucking boss battles.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with those character action games. Is you get
especially Bayonetta, dude. They were that game was wild. I love
dropping
Bayonetta.
the fucking Majora's Mask moon.
I was gonna say there's definitely some Zelda in here.
You gotta move out of the way and get on top of it. Did the witch time.
I did not know you were familiar with those games, the hack and slashes.
Yeah, and it was from Two Best Friends Play. Played through all of those and talked about them all the time. Never played them myself.
I'm gonna have to check those ones out. I didn't see those ones.
Yeah, it was towards the end of their channel. They did all of the DMC games, and they talked about Bayonetta all the time.
Any Ninja Gaiden?
Possibly maybe some one-offs and stuff, but I know that they definitely talked about all of it. And probably that game you're playing now, I'm sure Pat streamed it and stuff.
What game? Ninja Gaiden 4?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
I'm sure he streams everything.
Matt might have too.
Possibly, yeah. But he doesn't stream as often. His whole channel's weird now.
He's got a lot of cool like mini documentaries just about how games.
Yeah, that's really what he became big famous for. So Swan likes the look of it. I mean, it's definitely, even for like someone who doesn't play games, you can definitely look at like the technical side of it, of just like this is insane. Like that like world changing stuff they were doing.
That's crazy.
Was crazy. Like the way that it pops into the like this right here, where you can.
I hope it's not too gimmicky, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like that was nuts, and then it becomes the environment too, is what's crazy, because then it will just like they start fighting. Yeah, boom! It like the void goes up. And then they break it, so then it's half of it. And then it becomes like the it becomes the world at some point, and then they break out of it again, and then they like see now they're in it proper. The whole world is that purple world, and then they slam it down into the floor. Like that was crazy. That I don't know how this would translate in gameplay and stuff, but that is like that's
It's
really great.
probably able to do it boss fights. I mean, just like designated area.
Yeah, so they still have it wish list now, and this was listed for Xbox, but I'm pretty sure it's on everything as well. So there's no reason to get an Xbox, especially
There's
these
not
days.
one person in the planet that has an Xbox. I've never met one.
So especially these days, there's no reason to have one. They gave up. Another gameplay thing that I have here is a game called Fate Keeper. It's a first-person sword and sorcery RPG made by THQ Nordic. Planned to release on PC and consoles. But I saw some of this, and this is just like video game the game. So we'll watch this too.
We haven't yet. Another ambush. This road is as perilous as it is joyless.
The greatest peril to my senses is your stench and the sorry shape that bears it.
Let's see how choosy you'll be when the void invites you in.
Spirits preserve me. Just get back in the knapsack.
Fine. But remember, we must reach the moon gate and find some clue as to how it may be opened.
I still pray we might find survivors.
Like, so far, this looks like one of those things that you see where they're like, this game was made entirely with AI.
On like Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, Fate Keeper is a good one. Because like, look at it, like this must be Unreal Engine. Like,
Also, I've never ever seen a first-person action RPG set in the medieval times. I've never seen that. That's so.
Yeah,
original.
we have a sword and you fight like goblins and shit.
Yeah, never even seen that before.
I do feel like though everyone's missing we're missing the one, you know, like they all get pieces of what we want, but we're still missing like the middle ages fantasy video game, right? Like,
I mean, Skyrim's up there.
Skyrim's amazing, but Skyrim's dated. Skyrim's dated
Yeah.
now, you know, and it's like we're missing a lot of that, you know, and so and even Skyrim.
Yeah, because Dark Souls, they're like, it's not strictly. I mean, I guess they are strictly dark fantasy, but they get weirder as the series goes on. Like Dark Souls 3 is
beefy.
later, bro.
Yeah, Dark Souls, and even Dark Souls I wouldn't count because Dark Souls is a challenging, it's a different thing, you know? Like, it's not trying to be like just the video game like this is, you know? We do need more Skyrim likes in the world, you know? We've gotten some Fallout likes, but we do need some Skyrim likes.
There are plenty of medieval action RPGs. There needs to be more futuristic ones.
Have you played Cyberpunk yet?
Yeah, but it's in first person. I want third person. Cyberpunk is amazing, though.
Well, why are we talking about first? We're talking about third person. We're looking at first person game. Third persons are everywhere. There's like, throw a rock, you hit 3.
Yeah, but there's plenty of first person action RPGs, too.
Yeah, but we're talking about I'm talking about medieval, like this is, like I said, video game to video game, a Skyrim like. Yeah, like this is the game that you see fictional characters playing on a TV, you know, like the games that they make up that the characters.
Those games, well, because I'm kind of confused because those games that like in the background of TV shows and movies, they never look good.
Well, sometimes
they kind of look generic and lame.
Yeah. But like this, I mean, this looks generic, but it's more because it's like what's inside of your head when you think of like video game, I suppose. But I do need to see a gimmick yet. I ain't seen a.
I mean, combat look just like Skyrim.
Yeah, well, this is definitely a Skyrim-like, definitely, and I'm okay with that. But I like just now you could interact with the environment. You could break down like those wooden planks. That's always cool. If this is like Elden Ring like, where it's you can go up here, so you can actually explore this whole area. That's really cool because Skyrim doesn't have that all the time. Like you kind of lose the mystery of Skyrim. I think.
Well, there's some areas that you just can't get to in Elden Ring too.
Yeah. But like this, if this was Elden Ring, I know I could go up here. Like, yeah, I would be able
Oh
to go
yeah,
up
for
to
sure.
Elden, you know. So and then
Jump
you
up
can look
on that
back down
bitch
and be
on
like,
your
yeah,
horse.
I was here earlier, you know. Like this area up here, and there's even goes back up there. Where you know, spell skill tree, definitely trying to be a Skyrim. Now, see that I like. That's a simple thing. Instead of just doing a loot menu, you have to open it up and you get to see the stuff inside of it and loot it from there. That's cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
That could be used for some type of gag. You know, you open it up and there's some, you know, something inside or like a bunch of like shit or something, you know. It's like,
If you could swap between first and third person, then I'd be sold. Cause that armor shit, the graphics are cool. I guess the
Yeah,
art style. I mean, the art
that's the
style is
thing.
cool.
Like Outer Worlds did that, where it was like, yeah, here's this cool armor and stuff you can wear, and it's like you never see your character. The only way to see your character outside of the inventory menu is to go idle, and then it would pull back and like spin the camera around.
And I'm like, well, if you can do that, then just let me fucking switch it.
Yeah.
I mean, you got your Dragon Dogmas, your Lords of the Fallen. I guess there really hasn't been that juggernaut. That was cool.
I love it. It was realistic.
No.
Oh no, they got into the spikes over there too. Oh, and they limb removal. See, now we're getting to the.
You got your Kingdom Comes.
That's not. Well, that's medieval, but it's not fair.
Yeah.
Neck snap. This guy's all armored up.
He ain't shit.
Oh, the magic barely worked. Oh, he's poisoning the blade.
That's cool and actually show it.
Yeah. Oh, he pulled him. Oh, that's cool. That does a lot too. Being able to just have that kind of quick thinking in a first-person game where you can grab a barrel and throw it at a guy. Because like Skyrim, you can do this if you have the telekinesis spell.
Yep.
But you can grab random objects and they hit to do like 5 damage. They do like nothing. It's entirely a gimmick spell. It's like, gee,
Yeah, I in Oblivion, the remaster, my character had a lot of magic, and it's like, what the fuck is the point of his telekinesis? Doesn't do shit.
yeah. The only good thing a telekinesis is good for in Skyrim is looting stuff because you can grab it, pull it to you, and loot it from your hand.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, clean it. There you go.
Barely
That's
got
cool.
it.
That's cool too.
Yeah, this looks cool.
Now we need like a dragon to fly out or something just for the stinger. Pull chain.
Here we are. I'm curious to see how creative the monsters could be in here.
Yeah, if they go for their own thing, if they go for established myth stuff.
The established myth stuff is cool, but you gotta. We've seen all that shit before, especially with engines like this. It's time to showcase like your imagination.
Oh, you get equip the torch. The torch is its own thing. Cool. You gotta unequip your sword. Pull a torch.
Looks like
out.
those statues of like some kind of griffins or hippogriffs.
Or something, yeah.
Or do a different kind of like mythologies creature set, like Egyptian or something.
Well, these guys, the one guy who's the druid, he's speaking a different language. And THQ Nordic is in like Sweden or something, so maybe get some more like Viking stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I just like how like claustrophobic this is. Skyrim never if it did, it was just generic blank rocky tunnels. It wasn't like something about this, like even just like this over here. It just feels so real looking. Maybe it's just the graphics.
Yeah.
Like if I can jump down there, even if it's for nothing, you know,
We haven't much time.
that goes a long way.
Ooh.
Fate Keeper.
Yeah, I'll keep my eye on that. That looks pretty cool.
So yeah, so that definitely is something to keep an eye on. It might be something worth playing on Valve's new console, the Steam Machine, which we talked about last week.
Ooh, that's gonna be a pretty penny.
And the rumors, basically, according to Linus Tech Tips, is the Steam Machine will be priced like a PC instead of a console. Which really, that's really the kicker. Is what do you do? You know, like with this thing and that. So the guess is the guess for price. Though I say the guess for price wise is like this. This will be $1,000. This can't be lower than $1,000.
At that point, it's just like build a PC.
Really,
That's kind of
like the VR headset.
Almost.
The VR headset I can understand, but
Yeah, it's a different product.
yeah, this should be able to compete with a PS5 price wise. And if it's not going to do that, then it's like, sorry, bro.
I'll just build a PC or get a PS5. Yeah.
Yeah, like I can play Freedom Force on my TV right now because my laptop can run it perfectly fine. That's all I would need this to play is Freedom Force.
Oh, that would be so fun to go back and play through that.
It's right. If you have a computer, you can get it.
Yep.
It's like
Well, it's my work
it goes on
laptop.
sale on Steam all the time, and you can get both games for like $2. But the Steam version of Freedom Force 1 is broken. Doesn't work. You have to download a different file to make it work and put it in the files of the game. So, but if you go to GOG and get it there, then it works perfectly fine.
Okay.
It's about the same
keep
price.
that
But
in
Freedom
mind.
Force 2, Freedom Force versus the Third Reich, plays perfectly fine.
There's another real time, or not. That's not real time strategy, but there's another game that I have just nostalgia for that I've been wanting to play forever. That I would love to get maybe a Steam Deck for, but I ain't paying no $1,000 for no fucking cube. When I can just build a PC
Yeah.
or get a laptop.
Yes. Yeah. So, what else do we have here? Save that. We'll throw this on here because this game's coming out pretty soon. And that's one last final look at Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Yes.
It comes.
When is it coming out?
I think it's December 2nd.
Oh yes.
So
I hope you get a bunch of customizables and costumes and shit or something.
It's getting a physical release. And it will also have a deluxe edition, which will have a steelbook, art cards, sticker sheets, a poster, and a dazzling collectible tuck-in box. Standard and deluxe editions launches March 13th. Pre-orders begin, but the game comes out in December, so it's like the physicals are coming out later, which is weird. But I suppose if you want all the extra stuff, the art cards are cool. The art cards are cool, especially like seeing the sprites and everything.
Yeah, I can't wait for this fucking game. I hope
you
it's long.
mentioned-
I hope it's deep, man. I hope the combat is like deeper than it looks.
Yeah, I don't want to have to play it. What do you call it? Like, I don't want to have to play it over and over again to get the full thing because I tried it with Shredder's Revenge. I couldn't do it. I beat it the one time, and I'm like with Donatello, and I'm like, I don't want to go back with all fucking 9 of these guys and then do it. Like, sorry.
Well,
I really
that's
hope-
because also you're probably more of a comic book fan than just strictly a Ninja Turtles fan.
That's
I would
true.
wager.
That's true. And it just really just depends on I want to if I swap out all the characters and play through all with the different characters, I'd want to do it in one playthrough. And like every mission swap out to 2 different guys. Because with Turtles, you couldn't do that because you had that XP system where that one character would earn the experience points and would level
Yeah, I
up.
hope it's like more like Ultimate Alliance, kind of.
Like that,
just-
Ultimate Alliance, you have your team of 4. They'd all earn XP, but then passively, the other guys would earn XP as well.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah. So, if you get something like that, where it's just like, just level up everyone all at once so I can swap them out with, like, okay, this one's a street level mission, like the beginning mission's on the street, right? I want to play as, like, Spider-Man and Captain America, right? Like, street level New York guys. But now, over here, we're fighting on the scroll world. I want to play as,
Venom and Hulk.
Venom or Hulk, or like I want to be like the Quasar, and
So it's
Silver.
it's teams of 2. You can pick 2 characters at a time.
it's teams of 2, and then you
That's cool.
swap them. You can
Yeah.
swap them.
Like you mean like you can change control over who you're.
No, like it's like they literally like they swap. Like you're playing as you
Oh, like
have
Marvel
one
vs.
character.
Capcom.
Yeah, you have one character on the screen, and then you swap them, and then so
Oh, that's even cooler.
the other,
Kind
the
of
other
like
guy
that.
will tag in. And so then if you're playing multiple character, like multiplayer, you're sitting there and you have your one guy and your other guy, and the other guys you could swap, as you wish. So, and the other player would be able to swap his as he wished to. So
Right.
yeah, so definitely looking forward to that one and excited to get it. And we'll see see how it goes, see how it fares.
I
Though
hope
should
it's
be
got a
having
lot of content. I hope it's not kind of just.
Well, a lot of
a beat
Shredder's
'em up.
Revenge's content came later. So like now if you pick it up, it's got like a free infinite mode where you play through like the comic book universes and stuff. Like you can unlock like cosmetics. So it's like starts with like Mirage, like the Mirage black and white comics, and you battle waves of enemies infinitely. And then you can unlock cosmetics from that. You can unlock like the live action movie cosmetics,
Oh,
the
whoa.
Mirage black and white cosmetics, stuff like that. And So there's a lot of stuff there. They added a lot of stuff by the end of Shredder's Revenge.
Cool.
So
Well, I hope
even if
they
there's
do the same.
even if there's nothing at launch with Cosmic Invasion, I bet that there's gonna be a lot.
With how
more
they're doing
Rivals.
Rivals, there's gotta be, dude.
Yeah, I mean it's a different thing, but yeah.
True,
so
but
we'll see, but definitely am excited. So pinned at the top of the chat is the Ask Us Anything. We got a couple in here.
nice. I was trying
So-
to, but I couldn't get it to work on my phone.
Yeah, I feel like you just click on it and then it's just like type it in or something. I don't know how it works on the phone, but
No, it's asking me to
Um,
like go to fucking Google Chrome and shit. It's like, no.
weird. So first of the questions was from Kazakh Vader, who didn't appear in the chat tonight, but he dropped a question. Just was too uwu or not too uwu? Because
Oh,
normally
is
he
it?
drops the uwus, but then we have Victor the Lore Seeker, who asked a proper question, said, what Marvel villain from the MCU would keep alive? I don't know what this like, so it's like from the MCU would keep alive. Like who should die that did die in the MCU, I guess. Like, or who should not be killed that is alive currently. But I'm gonna put it the better question of what Marvel villain did the MCU kill that should have stayed alive to be used again? They killed a lot.
There's not many good options there, really.
Well, I mean, they killed like Obadiah Stane could have been cool to see come back. Whiplash could have been cool to see come back.
I was gonna say Red
Um,
Skull, but he did come back.
He did come back, which is not as villain, but who else died that was Killmonger and Claw killed off both of Black Panther's fucking villains in that movie for no goddamn reason. That was bullshit then too.
Killmonger's like served his purpose though.
Yeah, but I mean
This-
he never kill off your villains. Never kill off your villains in these Marvel movies. Because
Yeah, I agree.
you're making this long story. And the Killmonger came back so many goddamn times. He's just either in What If, where it didn't matter, or he comes back in the sequel where he's already dead because Chadwick Boseman died. So so definitely Killmonger, definitely Claw. Like kill off Claw, kill off fucking Andy Serkis. Claw, one of Black Panther's like main guys. He got the robot hand, but he didn't get to become the all red sound guy.
Yeah, nah,
Like,
that's like they did him dirty with the costume because his costume looks so cool. And he fights Captain America a few times, I think.
at least DC will learn this lesson of not killing their villains off. Yeah, like you always keep your villains alive, even if you gotta just take them to prison because you can. Like that's something the comics learned. Put them in prison, that way they can come back later. Like easy.
Yeah, they have that whole floating fucking prison in Marvel.
Yeah, they got the raft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Leader didn't die because Leader wasn't the villain. Abomination didn't die. They both come back. That's good. Like Yellow Jacket doesn't die, but he should have because then he comes back as fucking MODOK, and that's awful. And
Oh, what?
yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh, and MODOK looked like shit. They
Um,
fucking did him so dirty.
Yeah, so that is Yellow Jacket from Ant-Man 1 is MODOK in Quantumania.
That is so fucking dumb. He looks terrible.
Yeah, it was
He's such a cool looking villain.
because they basically just took the actor and they put him in the MODOK
Oh,
chair
it's
and was like,
retarded. They turned him into a joke. He is
Yeah,
kind of a
dude.
jokey villain, but you
This
make
guy,
him
Darren.
like menacing and creepy. You don't fucking make him a joke.
yeah, he should be like techno organic and like this looks like, this wouldn't be a joke. This would be scary, and he'd be
Yeah.
like, this guy's, he's a creepy, even making him like creepy and weird, like
He should
pervy
be
guy
kind
or
of
something.
like the main villain from Dune. the fucking fat guy like kind of like levitates and shit. He's just gross and weird.
Yeah. So, I don't know what else they could think of. Like, well, like Loki got killed off and then turned into a good guy, and so it's like, you know, they wasted his potential. But it's interesting. It's interesting them killing their guys. But what else we have here? Then Imprint Comics ask, when will Cynic come out of the closet like Snowman did? That is truly a question for Cynic.
I have not coming out of no closet yet.
You gotta you even though you're not watching anymore, but you gotta bully Cynic back on this show if you want to bully him live on the show.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is all of the questions. So I'm going to end the Q&A. And then now we look upon the poll. At the top was, could Snowman beat Batman in a fight? And with 12 votes in total, 58% said yes, Snowman could beat Batman in a fight, with 42% saying no.
It's the chaos within me that will win the day. The fellow terrorists in the chat, no, dude.
So there you go. There is the conclusion. And with that, we are going to end the show. I said before that I might do a Thursday tomorrow, but I'm going to not do that instead because Thanksgiving time, no one's really going to really be around. So it's like, yeah, okay, we'll just save that. So, you know, everyone, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Snowman, thank you for coming and being here and staying all the way through.
Of course. You're my number one. You're my number one guy.
You are my number one guy. And of course, thank you for Baki for being here. Thank you, Swan, for being here.
Love you, chat.
Thank you, Beefy, for stopping by. Who else we got? Cynic, of course, was here.
My arch nemesis.
Imprint Comics here. The 90s Router was here. Jamie was here. Moo Moo was here. And thank you, Moo Moo, for the $10 tip. Sandman here as well. We had a lot of people in the chat tonight, which is good to see.
Fuck yeah, we're back, baby.
We love everyone who's allowed to be in the chat, and you know, we are glad to see those. And of course, Katie, of course, was here, and Dark Gift was here as well.
Hell,
you know, we had lots of people around, and Bent was also here as well. We're gonna get everyone. Though, like I said, and Victor the Lore Seeker was also here, and Ruby King was also here to say hi. We will, when we have a lot of people, we're gonna do
just
it.
Just a handful of our countless subscribers, by the way. That was just a handful.
Please no Thursday. Aussies don't celebrate Thanksgiving. They could watch.
Well, the only Aussie I know of is there.
Yeah, Swan's right. It doesn't really count if you don't stay. If you're being like, yeah, you're my number one guy, and then, yeah, Baki, don't forget. Well, I think I said Baki first, but Baki again. Baki gets 2.
I always stay. I never left before the stream ended.
So anyway, anyway, we are. Thank you all for coming. We will see you again next week for another Wow Wednesday. And have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy holidays, y'all.
And if you're like me in a place that's very cold, stay warm. And I'm going to play the outro.